Fearless, fearless, Caddis is the raddest, has skills of the baddest, magic, slinging, busting, no status, practically unmatched, runs all of the gamut, in fact, he's a reference games and chatting, bent wizardly hatting, questing, stacking, napping, this, cat diversified, witty banter, seeking kitty answers, roll 20 to scamper, tune in, and enjoy the ride, Brady, the RPG cat, Brady, the RPG cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to another episode of Brady the RPG Cat. I was gonna do some tabletop lore today, but I was feeling a little bit off, and so maybe just not necessarily in the mood to sit down and write a bunch of heavy pages of lore. So instead, just as a last minute cop out, I decided to bring up Super Mario Wonder again, and I'm just going to be casually playing this while I chat with you about the current state of the channel. All right, I'm pretty sure this is where we left off, and we're still playing Mario, of course. So, I got some sweets with me. Is that I've had just like a company that works with my parents send in multiple baskets of candy, just like toffee and caramels and little bits of mint. So I've been eating them in just very small amounts, taking like 2 or 3 pieces of candy with me up on and just eating them at my desk while I'm doing things. So let's see, what do we have here? I forget exactly where I left off. I think I was in the middle of Sunbaked Desert. That I still hadn't completed this one entirely, and I certainly believe that I needed more. I needed more Wonder Seeds in order to unlock the main castle. I heard what happened. You took care of that guy. Thank you so much. I can rest easy in all this nice shade. Or did I already complete this one? It's been too long. Yeah, I think I've already been to the castle here. So yeah, I just have to go into the next world from here. Um. Okay, yeah, so the map indicator is that I already do have the seed on that. I thought that because the seed was fully covered, that the seed still needed to be gotten, but it's actually the opposite. It's showing me that there are dotted lines, and those are the seeds that I'm missing. Seed, seed, seeds. I'm saying that a lot right now. Oh no, another Doom ship. I know what level I'm going to be playing next. I only just started too, and I'm getting a low battery notification. Ah, make it stop. You're overtired. You want to do a casual day, and that's the day when everything decides to scuff. Pause this here long enough for me to pull out the USB cable. Get to charging my controller again. Oh shucks, the controller is not connecting. I may have to switch to Joy-Cons. Alright. There we are. There we are, okay. Take a second to get used to the changes in controls because of Joy-Cons. Alright. I still have the flutter jump on, which isn't that much of a problem. Probably would be useful. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to linger too much. I know this cloud's going to wear off eventually. Yeah, so lately, you know, I've been working, you know, I eventually want to get to a place where the last thing I do during regular streams is just do Let's Plays, and want to work on more tabletop material. I want to do more tabletop lore reading. I want to do more work on my own tabletop RPGs. I've had two Brainy the RPG Cat books on the back burner for a really long time, and I would like to finish those, as well as a wiki page for for Tales from the Meowing Portal, which I eventually want to change into the domain name website. Right now, BrainyTheRPGCat.com is set up with Tumblr, and Tumblr is not bad. I mean, it's good for notifications, but I just want there to be a more full web page, especially, you know, when it comes to the tabletop lore that I've already created. So yeah, I'm working on that. Well, I'd hardly say working on that because I just decided to give up on it today, but it's certainly what I want to do next. Well, it was a mistake to stand there. There's a reason for me to be trying to break these boxes. I just don't know what it is yet. Alright. There we go. That's another Wonder Seed. So, you know, we're just barely getting to the end of the holiday season, and, well, now that I've been, you know, working retail at this job that I have at All Seas Collectibles, you know, I can understand just, you know, I've dealt with some of the, let me put it that way. I've dealt with some of the challenges, not all of the challenges, but some of the challenges that come with running a store during the holiday season. Business has been picked up pretty significantly, but I don't want to say as significantly as other businesses. Maybe I'm just being overly optimistic. I don't really know. Easy enough mid-boss to deal with. It only cost me my power-up. And suffice it to say, it's my day off, but I was really overtired. I did a morning show on the Heckler channel that kind of went on from about like 7:30 until 9 a.m. And then afterwards I went to bed. I woke up, I had lunch, and I went back to bed. So, um, I honestly don't know what that's about. I've been a little concerned because of light on my blood pressure medication lately, but I've been active enough that I feel like, that shouldn't be too much of a detriment. At the same time, when I have days off, it also means that I'm doing less, and when I'm doing less, I'm more likely to succumb to uh, feeling faint from my high blood pressure. So that's kind of a catch-22 right there. All right. So it's a shame to say that you've reached your 40s. Um, Christmas is coming, and all you're doing is you're waiting 3 days and after Christmas until you can go back to the doctor and refill your blood pressure medication. So we don't need a tracking badge. We are our own tracking badge. I'm going to say this and then I'm just going to set up the tracking badge immediately. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Funny to run into a Goomba and not immediately get the chonch chonch chonch. Not immediately get a penalty for it. I think I got a slight indication of a hidden item right there, but I don't really know. Oh, right about there. This is what the sensor badge is doing for me. Well, now I feel bad I don't have a high jump anymore because it's going to be that much harder for me to use a drill hat. But now I don't even have the drill hat anymore. So there you go. All right. Yay, pumpkins. Gonna have some delicious pumpkin soup after this. Maybe, yeah, I'm just accidentally tapping one of the emotes buttons. That's why that happy face logo keeps coming out while using the Joy-Cons. That's your real effect somewhere thereabouts. Alright. Wow, this sensor helped me find this hidden area. Well, maybe we were just chasing the 10 coin. That's what we were doing the whole time. Alright. Alright. Okay, how am I supposed to do this one? I have to get past Mr. Piranha there. And I'm assuming from there I might be able to hitch up the mountain wall, but I can't do that because I only have a normal jump. Or maybe. Oh, that's probably not something I should have done. I might actually need the Bucket Man to join me on this ledge so I can jump to the top of it. Well, anyways, I made it up there somehow. Alright. Stupid Goomba, quit emoting, or else I'll stomp on you. Very likely what's going to happen. Alright. Yep, sensor's going off right here. No doubt that's where the Wonder Flower is. Jack-o'-lanterns! Jumpin' jack-o'-lanterns! Alright. His music almost sounds like the spooky version of the Piranha Plant March. That infamous Piranha Plant March that is in this game. Alright. So all in all, I've got to say it's been the best of times and the worst of times. I've only been something like 6 episodes in to the other stream, the Heckler stream on Facebook.com/Heckler the Jester, and it's been going really well. And I've managed to change that one into a non-game format, is that I'm mostly just doing a variety format, watching YouTube videos, watching cartoons, reading tabletop and collectibles news from tabletop and collectibles news websites. And that's been a lot of fun lately. Today I did a pretty good, Today I did a pretty good Christmas episode. That was the episode that I did when I woke up at 7:30 this morning. I was able to share a couple of animated shorts, and that's another wrinkle when it comes to Heckler, is that I got an opportunity to be an animation geek and show cartoons like old Fleischer cartoons, and I showed Harmon Eiling's incredibly social relevant wartime cartoon called Peace on Earth, which was released by MGM in 1936. And that, it's an opportunity to be goofy like I usually am on the stream, but it's also, a chance to show some things that I feel are important. So, I'm excited about, what Quelle Difference is, but, it's also that, I still do really want to focus on this channel as well. Okay. What world can you see north of the Petal Islands? The Puff Puff Peaks, that's what it is. Alright. Stop running away. Alright. What can you do while you're in elephant form? You can spray. What are the controls for a ground pound? Jump and down, or ZL in midair. As if anybody is actually pressing the trigger button for that. Surprisingly easy Wonder Seed to get. I mean, unless I didn't know the answers. If I was living under a rock and not actually playing this game, maybe I wouldn't know the answers. Uh-oh. I'm sure this is a problem that lots of other VTubers have, but this has always kind of been the problems that I've had as a creative person. Is that, I'm really ambitious. I really want what's best for everything that I do. But I'm also just one cat. So, I have to prioritize what's imminent, and, But even that's just something that's a matter of pure choices. Is it more imminent that I work here? Is it more imminent that I continue to work for my bosses and then continue to make stuff for my boss's social media? Because that in itself, that can just be a choice as well. I'm just asking this out loud to myself at this point. Alright. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to be dealing with invisible platforms I can only see when I toss fireballs. Can I light that lamp? No. I can, however, turn it on with the switch. Alright. Okay. The fake doors have gotten a bit more tricky this time. They could give me a coin, or they could turn into a monster. Ah, dread. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a specific way to go here. That would be a lot more impressive if the platform hadn't already risen. The platform has risen. Alright. Lucky me, this one's just a door. There we go. So, I have been playing this on my own in a different save slot, and, I think I actually went through these mine stages, but went through these mine stages, without going through the ghost house. Well, either that or I took a completely different path to the ghost house. That's a mystery to me now. And Mario is going through the slime. He has to stomp to get into the slime, and then he has to swim out of it. Mario versus non-Newtonic fluid. The highly advanced mechanic thwomps are definitely a way that I can use to get through all this. Assuming I'm on the right side of a stomping. So this is a little different from swimming because I can also just move in 4 directions with the joystick. I don't have to swim through it very particularly quickly. It does help though. Oh yeah, I can see that there's a 10 coin there. Sensor doesn't have to tell me that. Alright. There we go. Needed the fireballs again. Alright. Alright. Covered in goo! Covered in goo. That was a dumb place to jump. It's not getting into the place unless I lose my mushroom. Mario, he's just a little guy, I'm sure he's quite happy with the fact that he can eat a mushroom and grow taller. Alright. Okay, clearly there's something up here. Covered in goo! Covered in goo. Okay, what else is there? Something way up there. I think they're indicating to me that I can't really get that unless I had the drill hat. I certainly hope it's not the Wonder Flower. Alright. Yay, great place to put the coins, guys. Well, that's Super Mario for you. Uh-oh. I feel as though, like, in a less kinder game, I would probably... I'd probably die instantly if I got caught between the ceiling and the thwomp. Uh-oh. No Toad House at the end of this section. Okay, I definitely have to go up that other area. The problem is that I'm probably gonna need a way to actually get up that way. Any of my special badges I can use for that. Maybe not floating high jump, maybe wall climb jump. Let's give that a try. Alright. Press A to move quickly while in goo. I'm in goo. And this level has only begun giving me fire flowers. If I had to rely on a drill hat in order to get that, then I might be in trouble here. I might have to backtrack to more than one level. Alright. I only wait a way to get one power up, and it's a fire flower. Anybody smell burnt lime jello? I want some lime jello now, dang it. Like, I haven't been having enough sweets with all these candy baskets. Eh. I just kind of haphazardly ran into the Wonder Flower. Well, now I'm a slime man and I can climb up walls. It's probably the ability to climb up walls That will get me to the alternate exit. I'm jelly? Who says I'm jelly? Really easy to move through the slime when you're jelly. Oops. There was a trick there, and I completely and totally failed it. We're going back to the sensor badge now. Okay, so it's a question block that brings the Wonder Flower out. I hate the fact that the talking flower is on the same wavelength that I am. Yep. Alright. Dang it. This is harder than it looks. Here I just keep trying to push the point. Dang it. So I think I've been overdoing it here. I don't think I need the Thwomp's help in order to go get on the underside of this platform. Yeah, there we go. It's me, Mario Flavor. Yay, more coins. Oh. So you want to land somewhere there. So yeah, I think this means I'm automatically at another exit. Which is good. Have been really bad at hitting the top of the flagpole. Well, since I switched to Joy-Cons. Toodaloo, goodbye. Yay, the grappling vine badge. That should be fun. It's again talking about the tasty goo. All right. Hooray for the grappling vine. That's definitely a fun and different way to play a Mario game. I mean, probably more than the power-ups, you know, the badge powers have really been something, is that parachute hats, crouching high jumps, vertical wall kicks, and this thing. Get to play as Spider Mario. There we go. Well, this guy is interesting. A member of the Thwomp family, but one who is extremely wide, slides around the ground, and is sucking on a pacifier. You know, it's not the ability to use a grappling vine that is galvanizing. It's the belief that you might be able to use the grappling vine in order to hook on something. All right. Ouch. Why is it I gotta get clobbered by Maggie Simpson over here? Alright. Yeah, just what I needed. For this platform to actually move. Yeah, what's gonna happen here? This one doesn't have any guardrails. Alright. I hesitated for half a second there, and I almost lost the Wonder Flower for it. Heh. Okay. We've got slimy floors, and now we got rubber walls. You know, it really was a good idea to switch to the grappling vine here. Alright. Mario slips a lot. He's got a rubber butt. There we go. Oh no. Ah. Totally screwed up that jump. Alright. I'm hoping this means I still have the Wonder Flower. Alright. Ow. Why must you be that way to me? Alright. Yeah, I've had enough of this room. It's so nice to be playing a Mario game and to be sending an infant plummeting to its oily doom. Alright. I don't need to do this sequence again, but I am because it just seemed like an easy way to get through this stage. I think that, you know, these sequences are supposed to be a challenge in every stage, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes they are not a challenge. Okay, well, forget it. I don't need to hang around for that. Alright. Okay, definitely not that. I knew this one was going to be the toughest one to get to. Alright. To think that there's a way to speedrun this. Actually, I just think it might be the one in the corner. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Okay, this is where the fireballs actually might be useful. I've already spent more than a minute in here. I can't imagine I've broken any time right here. Well, I get looks like less than 140 seconds was the middle mark in that one. Actually, you know, maybe the drill hat will be useful here. Look at all my cool new stuff. I got a drill hat. I've got a grappling vine. I am well equipped to explore these ruins. What a way to go. Hmm. Yeah, just what I thought. Of course, perhaps maybe the only way that I can successfully do this is by using the by using the drill hat. I mean, they could provide me with a drill hat right there if that's the case, but then it's not a puzzle and whatnot. I really want to entice you to go down there. You know what I should have done? I should have actually hit the flower. So I would make the other platforms appear. That was an important thing to do. Now I'm going to need to do it, but now I need to do it as regular Mario. Oh, look. Here's the missing element of all this. Once again, I don't actually need a drill hat, and what I really needed was to turn into a blob again. Alright. Alright. Oh, we're really doing something here, aren't we? Uh-oh. Not a good time to stomp. Oh, here's a great mandala of all of this. Take this as proof that the world does not revolve around you, Mario. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da. That someone is Mario Slime. Bum, ba 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 bum. Okay, we're out of this mine. It's a quick ascent, so your ears might pop. You're talking to a guy who cliff dives for fun. Yeah, we got the next royal seed. Right. Yeah, well, there's 2 stages right here to play. Might as well get the one for the next bridge first. Off. Foreshadowing alert, foreshadowing alert. Oh, those things eat my bubbles. Found something that's got a bigger appetite than Yoshi. Oops. Well, that misfired in a terrible way. Oh, geez, what's this going to do? Yep. Goombas can walk around on spikes. Did you know that? I mean, probably if there was ever a Super Mario level where you saw a Goomba fall onto the spikes, you know that Goombas can walk on spikes. Goomba stealth mission. I don't know what he was eating there, but I'm glad it's not me. Boy, these things aren't any more pleasant when you're, when they're chasing Mario. You hear a little crinkling of plastic on the microphone. It's because I'm just unwrapping a chocolate mint. So our next badge really just gives us the ascending spin jump that was in games like Super Mario 3D World. That's basically what all these special move badges do. They just give you the types of jumps that you had in other Mario games. The crouching jump from Mario 2. The fluttering jump. Well, the floatier jump that's used by Luigi whenever he's used as a special character. I could have jumped out a little higher. And now I'm doing it again. I'm eating candy. And I'm sure a few of them are useful in some specific levels, but mostly it's just a matter of preference. How can we get your Mario to jump today? Oh, floating planet Bowser's in the background. Excuse me. Did I hear something I've needed for a while? I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not really going to advance much until I can find more Starmen. Okay, this actually turned out to be a good power for this level. Oh, one fireball wasn't enough for that unit. I feel like that wasn't quite the way to get across. There was some more sections of the background that I probably could have gone through. Up, Lava Land. Alright, time to race the Wiggler. You know, Wiggler Ascension is something that I think about every once in a while. Here are these characters that just kind of used to be, just regular enemies in Super Mario World. Now they're real ascended until they're practically friends of yours, like they are in this game. And nothing gonna break my stride, except for the enemy that eventually kills me. I'm looking at those bouncy spiky boys because they look like they're the ones that are out for blood. I forgot that I got that thing. Okay, I think you've gone full circle on the map now. I think I would like to change badges here. Let me go back to the parachute cap. Okay, I didn't know this was a battle arena. Let's try this as Elephant Mario. Okay, I'm overthinking this. I really can just swat these guys. Dang. Okay, this will go faster if I stomp on them. Okay, I was hoping that was the end of them. Okay, I definitely have enough to unlock this gateway. So we've gone full circle on the map, and now we're in front of the lava world. Oh, that's a connect button. Okay, search party. Let's not get too lost on tunnels as well. I need to go down here so I can start collecting wonder seeds. More practice with the floating high jump. It's nothing better. Nothing feels better than jumping in a Mario game. Great distances. Great horizontal distances, anyway. I shouldn't be pressing the R button so preemptively. Mr. Not So Anything. Hey, Brady, enjoying Mario Wonder? I enjoy it a lot. I think it's one of my favorite games of the year. I mean, I've always been a Mario fan. And Mario really brought me into gaming. Nothing seemed exciting about playing with my um, teenage cousin's Commodore 64. Especially since it mostly had like old arcade games on it, and those were really hard to play when you were 5 or 6 years old. But then, eventually he got an NES, and I saw Super Mario Brothers, and I fell in love with gaming right on the spot. So I've always been a fan of Super Mario. Probably one of the best platformers, and they still do everything they can in order to make it into a quality game. So earlier, while I was in the playthrough, I was commenting about how technically, with all of the special badges that you collect, you actually have one of every kind of special jump from every previous Mario game. You've got the crouching jump from Mario 2. You get the floating jump from Luigi playthroughs. You get the spinning double jump from games like Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, neat. So you just kind of get to pick and choose, what kind of Mario control scheme from the past that you get to play through in this game. Yeah, I think I left on the flutter jump for this stage. Actually, might be useful, so I'll keep it on. And just for the sake of argument, you could play as Yoshi, and you can get Yoshi. You can get the Yoshi branded double jump. And so one of the things I enjoy with Mario as a platformer is that there's such a great fluidity of movement. It doesn't matter how much they switch things up when it comes to how movement is. It always feels very organic and very fun to control. Uh-oh. There we go. I was waiting for something to happen to that. These guys are gold, so I know that they have stuff inside of them. And I'm just taking extra special care that one of those things is not the Wonder Flower. Okay, immediately found a hidden entrance. Turned out to be a hidden exit, too. Okay, there's a potential to get 3 seeds here. I should play this level again the normal way, see if the Wonder Flower is somewhere in that direction. Since there are 2 paths in this stage... Oh, I thought I was only going to unlock 1 path in the stage, but... I guess not. Still haven't played this yet. Well, you'll get your chance, and when you do, it'll be enjoyable. You know, I've already read things like articles speculating that this is probably going to be the last truly great game on the Switch before they change consoles, but, you know, there's always articles like that. Not something that you can keep too serious. Oh, that was a mistake. And there's some other games that came out in this time. We got the remake to Super Mario RPG, and then pretty soon we're going to get another the remake of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. No bells and whistles when it comes to the Paper Mario remake. Probably just slightly more HD graphics, but you know, since people have asked for that game for so long, I'm pretty sure nobody has put out the slightest bit by the fact that there isn't anything new in it. I love Thousand Year Door. I did too. I didn't expect to have as much fun with it as I did because well, to be honest, I'm not as much a fan of the original Paper Mario. It just kind of seemed like just really unnecessarily long. Especially the level grinding just before the final boss. Yeah, you almost played it twice when you first played it. You know, and there's really just the fact that, you know, the GameCube had, you know, nicer processing power, so the graphics looked a lot better. The way that they do the paper-thin sprites in that game is really striking. You know, I've been around, Paper Mario long enough to see the great and terrible of it. You know, I was really, I wasn't really happy with Super Paper Mario on the Wii. And then the Nintendo DS game was, I mean, I can be enthusiastic about the fact that it's a card battler, but the fact is it was just an extremely simple card battler. The fact that there's not even really any card game playing meta to it. Oops. Okay, bad time to touch the lava. This is what I need is Spinies on half pipes. Oh, you know what? I actually do have a power-up in my pocket, so... Okay, I already did this. Alright, let's try this Ball Mario again. Not Pinball Mario, that was a different game entirely. So recently I got a 100 Years of Atari collection game on my Xbox. And so I was happy because, you know, that's the first time they ever did a game collection, and they added a handful of Lynx games, and they had added a handful of Atari Jaguar games. So, you know, play through those for what it's worth, and then afterwards they have some reimagined games that is just games that were made by the developer based on classic Atari games. An updated version of Combat, an updated version of Tempest, an updated version of Haunted Castles. And they also finally released Sky World, which was part of a 4-game fantasy set on the Atari 2600 that only saw 2 of its 4 titles finally get released. So after years and years and years, they just finally decided to finish developing the 4th one and release it. It's the only Atari collection I've seen so far that had versions of Food Fight in it. If you don't know what Food Fight is a game made by Atari by the guys who also developed Miss Pac-Man. And it's a relatively simple game. You just have to get from one side of the screen to another, grab food and throw it at the chefs who are your enemies, and then also you know, eat a giant ice cream cone, and that's what ends the stage. So it's just kind of like Combat, except it all moves in one direction. So, you know, the development team behind Miss Pac-Man, you know, that's probably one of the biggest nightmare stories in the history of classic video games. And to the fact that, you know, it actually came back into play as early as 2022 when Atari started to make new versions of the Miss Pac-Man arcade cabinets, forgot about the agreement that they had with these individuals. So they got tricked, and they ended up selling that agreement to AtGames, and because of that, Namco got so furious that they say, well, we're never going to put Miss Pac-Man in a video game ever again. And they've been good to that promise so far. Okay, that was the way that was supposed to have been done. I mean, so out of respect for that, you know, every time I see a Namco downloadable copy of Miss Pac-Man, I still download it. Like, I most recently downloaded the 360 version for my Xbox One S. You know, just to quietly let Namco know that if Miss Pac-Man is out there in the environment, I'm willing to buy it. It's as silent a protest as you can possibly make. Um, so something else happened really that was really interesting is that recently online servers came on for old Ubisoft games that date back to 2008, 2009 on the Xbox 360. Games like Rayman Legends and just effectively any game that came out at the same time. And so, I've seen so many situations where, people have just stopped supporting, giving online support to games from a certain time. And this is just really the interesting situation where they actually came back. Ubisoft just went ahead and said, okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and let's let people play our 360 editions of games anymore. So good for them. There's a 360 version of Rayman 3, which I've never played before, so I'm curious about that one. Well, and recently Baldur's Gate also came out for the Xbox One, but unfortunately, it doesn't work with the S edition. You have to have the X edition for that one. Just something about overall processing speed. That happens from time to time. I wasn't able to play Ghost Simulator 3. I wasn't able to play Party Animals. And a significant amount of these games that I can't play on my Xbox S, I can just play on my PC, so it's not a big loss. It's also worth saying that I also have Xbox Game Pass for PC, so if there's a high-end game that I can't play on my S, I can try downloading it for my PC, and I'm still using Game Pass. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want that to happen. Oh, I've got to do an itty-bitty hidden block maze in order to get to the Wonder Flower this time. Oh, now I'm Top D Mario. Check me out. Look at that little guy running around. Oh. This is a little harder than I thought. Oh no. I have a place to get stuck. That's a fun effect they made. Well, among a lot of fun effects that they have in this game. I mean, just as a basic mechanic, the Wonder Flower thing is great because then you have the opportunity to replay levels, but you have a way of replaying levels in a way that if you play in the alternate way, then it'll be different. It'll be more challenging, and then afterwards you'll be rewarded for it. So. Not to mention, later on there's just lots of levels with alternate exits, and which means that you pretty much have to play the levels twice, with and without the Wonder Flower. Oh no. I did it again! Like a dolt. Like a dullard. I really gotta be a little bit more careful. Maybe I'm rushing through this too quickly. Tremendous amount of polish in this game. I like the fact that Mario sound effects are all done by acoustic instruments. You know, they must keep it in the back of their heads every time somebody makes a orchestral rendition of the Super Mario theme, and they use things like violin plucks for Mario's jumping. Okay, we gotta watch out for this block here particularly. I mean, the thing is that if I turn away from it, it disappears. Yeah, I've done that more times than I care to admit. You know, and it's a little bit more unforgiving because, you know, there was an earlier level I was playing where, you know, there was a lot of thwomps. But getting crushed by... But if you were hit by a thwomp and you lost your power-up, you still get a chance to escape from it. You can escape from a slow-moving block in the same way. Okay. So what I have to do is I actually have to remember where the block is, so I don't get caught between it and one of these blargs. Uh-oh. Okay, almost there. Okay, so we're getting close to the top of the hour. I probably have time for one more level. Okay. So let's see. Coin Magnet for 330 and then Wonder Seed for 100. I don't think I'm low on Wonder Seeds at the point, so I'll buy the badge. Still probably need to hold on to, you know, 100 coins so that I can be able to pay some of the flower guys in here to open up paths for me. All right. Yay, evil beware, I'm blowing bubbles. I got the same superpowers as SpongeBob. Well, now they're gone now. Oh, look. Happy Goomba, Angry Goomba. I swim through lava. This is contradictory to absolutely everything I've ever learned from playing Super Mario. Hey, who needs platforms now? As they make the additional point of, populating this entire area with fire enemies, which I'm immune to because of the Wonder Flower. Oh, I really should have landed on that thing. Okay, I had to remind myself again I'm no longer immune to the lava. Oops. Oh, this is gonna hurt. So, all right, all done. So, I was a little lazy today, and I decided to just use this playthrough in order to fulfill my obligation. But I just want to let everybody know that following the holidays, my New Year's resolution is to try to be wall to wall content with tabletop RPGs from this point forward. So, we're probably going to be getting together once again this coming Wednesday evening. This Wednesday evening, we're going to be reading another episode of Tabletop Lore. Um, we're going to be reading more of the unofficial Pokemon Tabletop RPG guide. And hopefully we'll be able to get QB to join us for that one a second time. They were able to join us for the first playthrough. And then, I have some Warhammer stuff coming through. I've got some unboxing stuff coming through. I've got some I'm also really going to work really hard on finishing this wiki for that I'm making using World Anvil. And pretty soon that's going to take the place of the current domain that I have, brainytherpgcat.com. And also be sure to check out my other VTuber streaming channel. That one is facebook.com/Heckler the Jester is one that I am doing on behalf of my workplace, which is All Seas Collectibles in Aurora, Colorado. Collectibles, comics, and TCG store. Follow that page for lots of great collectibles news and also play-alongs associated with TCG games. So, thank you everybody once again for tuning in. I'm going to be back on Wednesday. Mornings dedicated to facebook.com/Heckler the Jester and evenings dedicated to this channel. Look for lots of great new variety content in the coming year. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. I would like to take a moment and I would like to do a raid now. Let's see, who would I like to visit? I think I would like to pay a visit to, okay, they might be good. Oh, Polly B from the 303 is a really good close friend of mine. We've uh, uh, supported each other through a lot of personal projects over the year, and right now he's in the middle of doing a 24-hour redebut stream where he's been playing Sonic games, and I think right now he's in the middle of playing Sonic Superstars. So let's go ahead and let's pay him a visit. All right, folks. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember, BRANY means smart. That you still hard if you use your head. Always be the change that you want to see in the world. Have a good night, and thank you very much for watching.